At some point, it keeps going, just doesn't stop. The ideas keep coming. You have inspirations upon inspirations, and you have pile of works in your head, not even in real life, even if you are still working. But how did I get here? I'm not gonna lie, at some point, I didn't have like a voice. I couldn't find my style and didn't have a style. You know, it was just pure talent. But the problem is pure talent coming confusing. It's the beginning of chaos. There isn't a textbook way, to finding your creative style. To be honest, I tried to record this video in a textbook manner, but it just didn't make sense to me because there isn't a textbook, way to find your style. But I found mine in a unique way, and I think with all that has worked, with all that's transpired, I have residual knowledge to share. The first thing you notice is that you're attracted to a certain kind of work, color, styles, movements, and all that. That's usually the awakening. There's the style, there's the art style, there's the creative style, there's the movie or music style that just appeals to you. That's the first home you're going to find, but that's not definitely going to be the last home you're going to find. It's way more than that. After you find that style, find a couple of people that you copy, because the whole idea of growth initially starts by copying. Kids start talking by imitating adults talk. Before they're saying their first words. From copying, it becomes, a need. So, same kid that started talking because he was just trying to copy an adult talk. Now he's talking to ask for something. He's talking to pass on information because now there's a need. I think that's the first shift. At first, you copy the people you look up to. The beginning parts for me, it was Ninji Omoku, it was Dennis Osadebe, and George Kondo. George Kondo was an heavy influence on the earlier days of when I started my work. It was introduced to me by a friend, and he just stuck. I just fell in love with his work. From the copying stage, you find the purpose. Just like my artist friend Nundu, who's spreading hope and giving glimpses of happiness using his art.
Hello, this is Nundu. Your neural pathways begin in light. Formation of this light relative to perception forms a hybrid point for connection with other hybrid points. In order to observe this phenomenon and see how these points are related, I have created Noon View, a bright, radiant viewpoint above all the white noise and toils of being stagnant. With Noon View, one is able to become celestial in a way and see glimpses of infinite joy. These thoughtfully curated images are in a way a purified display of a way of thinking or hybrid point. We are all united under an everlasting source of light where there is diversity under laws of respect and appreciation. Think of Noon as a catalyst for a great, unique view to shine through its physical counterpart.
It's not nice with Donview's work. I feel like, yes, he's getting his message right across. I must say that's much respect because I know the whole process that he has gone through to get to that place. It's no doubt that even when you find, your tribe, people that you can, the stepping stone, I don't want to call them people you can copy from, at some point you're going to feel lost. I think feeling lost is part of the process because we tend to use the word find yourself a lot, and how do you find yourself if you're not lost? Creating volumes, creating a lot creating and creating and creating, it's the key to leave the lost phase. That's why I said at some point it's just going to be an unending flow. It's just going to be a river that just doesn't stop flowing, because I think creating volume calibrates the you inside you. I think at the end of the day, your style is already inside you, right? You just have to embrace patience. You have to be curious, to be honest, and before you know it, the you that you're looking for is going to come to the surface. So I think that's it.